Let's go! Nous voilà partis pour une nouvelle destination. Oh, Prétor ou Cloister? On va sur Prétor. Oh. Attendez, il y a un autre truc, non? Il n'y avait pas? Le revendication incontestée. Oh, je vais aller là-dessus aussi. C'est la base de Anti... Bon bref. Tata Cléo là, je sais pas quoi. Attendez. Allons-y. OMG. Je suis hype. En plus j'ai des armes de zinzin aussi. Je vous rappelle que j'ai eu des armes de fou furieux. Donc, on prend qui? On prend pas lui. Et on prend plutôt elle. Ou lui? Oh lui. Voilà. J'ai raison, un petit Cléo. Voilà. Waouh. Oh waouh. Regardez ces vaisseaux baleines. Yop dadou. C'est marathon. Je ping. Non. Je crois d'ailleurs que je jouais avec mon petit frère à marathon hier après le live. La première game sur marathon. Et ça s'est bien passé. On a tué des gens et on a extrait. Donc tout va bien. J'étais contente. Pour lui faire sa première game. Ouais, bah il a beaucoup à découvrir parce que vraiment, littéralement, il a rush le tuto, il nous a rejoint sans rien connaître du jeu. Mais ouais, bah directement, il a vu que ça s'appréciait bien à plusieurs en fait. On parle fort l'autre, attendez. Il a vu que il y avait un vrai potentiel. Tout de suite, il m'a dit ah, ça fait grave penser à Apex. On voit qu'on est frères et sœurs. Hein. Il a eu la même référence. Mais, donc il a beaucoup à apprendre sur le jeu. Là, on parle de marathon, du coup. Mais, je m'inquiète pas, il joue à Warframe, il joue à Helldivers. Ça devrait aller. Mais je suis pas sûre qu'il joue beaucoup en solo, par contre. Mais je suis contente qu'il ait le jeu. On peut en parler. Faire quelques games.
Someone's bucking for a promotion.
These raps are due for Eden. Where are... Hey, you haven't seen any loose raptidons running around, have you? A what now? Oh, a coworker had one of those once. Next thing you knew, poor bastard up and died. I had to work double shifts for a week. Unbelievable. Last time I got stuck with the blame for someone else's ineptitude, I got demoted 2 full ranks. You wouldn't happen to be someone well-versed in weapons, explosives, and/or advanced hand-to-hand fighting, would you? And, you know, work cheap? Uh-huh, exactly. You in? Oh, good. Someone competent and undemanding. If the Raps aren't here, they've got to be on the creature combat conditioning deck. Unbound and undoubtedly pugnacious. This here card will give you access to the elevator at market compliance. That, in turn, is behind the value-added esplanade next to the entrance to head office tower. See any Raps loose there? Shoot, explode, or thwack them unsparingly.
We're pest
Mon perso qui
trackers
dit
for
je
the
suis pas chiant.
corporatists now? Do managers not count as pests as well?
Elle parle trop l'autre là. Elle est streameuse ou quoi? Bonjour.
Don't work too hard now. You'll
You
make
go
us
on
look
ahead.
bad.
I'm shilly-shallying about what to do.
Just because your Auntie Cleo reached the top of the corporate ladder doesn't mean she can't resonate some
Mais attends, on peut pas passer là? Hein? Et quoi?
just watching the latest.
Attends, bah du coup, je vais mettre l'autre quête.
Between the easy heel loafers
Ça fait
and
un.
the zero-G shooters. Just quality cleaning from home to the closing steam whistle and that 20-back tackle highlight.
This unit beautifully acknowledges your presence.
Ah là.
Please have identification, transfer work, and a reasonable bribe at the ready. Ah, you're not a transfer or visiting Auntie's Choice employee. I'll need to check your current standing with corporate affairs. Alrighty. Commencing review. Estimated wait time.
Merci,
Unknown.
Frex. Merci beaucoup.
Really? Reads like a recap of an Aetherwave drama. You're clearly a valued partner of Auntie's Choice, but your standing with us could be higher if you accepted our special offer. All it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice holo advertorial inside your ship, so you can bear our messaging with pride and share it across Arcadia.
Oui, vas-y.
Splendid. Should be ready next time you're back. Enjoy your time on the ACS Undisputed Claim, the pride of Auntie's Choice corporate war fleet. Here's a ticket to the first stop on the Profit Mover Trimicular. From there, make your way through the Esplanade to the head office tower reception desk for details on our exciting contract opportunity.
Ah. On peut y aller. Attendez, j'ai mes flics qui sont mal mis sur le live. Ouais, ça m'étonne pas du coup, c'est LQ. C'est bien ce qu'on avait anticipé, hein.
This area is for client intake specialists only. Though, I admire your go-where-I-want attitude.
Knock off the funny business.
Je vais t'expliquer, Frozen. Hop.
Goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a Sunday goal to win the game. Whenever I see that moon man's grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's Choice! Darling!
Mais gueule, hein. L'enfer, hein. Faut pas rester longtemps sur cette planète, hein. Enfin, c'est pas une planète, c'est un vaisseau. Pardon.
Keep it up and we'll name a vodka flavor after you.
Résolveur de problèmes.
You have questions? We have answers. Anything you need to know about this fine location for a minimal price. Like what? Ask away. Ah, a potential outside contractor. Check in with the intake specialist at head office tower for the full spiel. They're in the reception area on the main floor. There's a stop for head office tower on the Trimicular if you've got an all-access pass, or you can hoof your way there through the value-added Esplanade to get there. Anything else you need to know about this place? The Esplanade. There's a medicament merchant for trauma kits and such, and there's a doctor just up the stairs from them.
Ah, jette un œil à la pause, celle qui.
Definitely the best choice. It's a tray-exclusive VIP saloon on the value-added Esplanade. The private elevator up to it is directly across from the recording studio. You're not thinking of trying to go in there, are you? Oh. Good luck. Oh, that's an easy one. There's a workbench and a weapon dealer over in Market Compliance, back behind the value-added Esplanade. If you get to head office tower, you went too far. Like who? Or whom? Or such as?
Salut Seigneur Sid, salut Ananas. Bienvenue les gens. C'est avec toi que j'avais joué à Destiny récemment, celle que. On est d'accord?
Does the name Auntie Cleo ring a bell at all? You may have seen her face or heard her voice, well, everywhere. She's rather ubiquitous, you might say. Here especially. I almost feel bad taking your money for that one. No, there. I've worked through it. Don't worry, it passed.
Non, c'était pas avec toi?
Need details
Ok.
on anybody else?
C'est quelqu'un. Il y a une autre personne dans mon chat qui a un nom qui est pas prononçable, comme toi, avec qui j'ai joué récemment. Vous êtes deux à avoir un pseudo qu'on peut pas prononcer. Pour ça, j'ai eu un doute.
Our illustrious CEO does work here, yes. don't really see her out and about too often. So perhaps you could say she lives in her office. That's the top floor of head office tower. No way you're getting to see her without an invite, though. Not sure if she's taking appointments with contractors, but they are hiring outside help in head office tower reception. Like most of our execs, she can be found in head office tower. I proceed to the reception area.
Vas-y, prononce ton pseudo. J'attends de voir. C'est LQTRVE. Moi, je... C'est prononçable en suite, c'est ça? Faut être sur le marathon pour le prononcer.
Well, farewells are free.
C'est LQTRVE. J'aime beaucoup. C'est elle, je vais t'appeler maintenant. Elle va être Q en live.
Takes all sorts.
Point, 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 point. Le tramiculaire. Cette zone parle trop. Hein. C'est horrible. Je suis censée le prendre, hein, je pense.
Wow.
Oui.
This is first class.
Let's go. En avant. Ah bah ça j'ai pas accès. Ça j'ai pas accès. Et ça j'ai accès. Il faut comme quoi Fofizen c'est pas si pire. Ah, mais Fofi ça va. Simplement ça me fait rire parce que j'ai l'impression de dire Sophie en bafouillant. C'est bien Fofizen. J'ai pas dit que c'était mauvais, hein, c'est LQTRVE. Elle se tait jamais. Tais-toi.
Hey you, soldier with the arm. Got a delivery for you. Got a delivery for an Inez Silong? That you? I mean, I'm sure it's you, considering there aren't many of you folk running about. But I've got to ask, company policy.
Yeah, it's me all right. Who is asking, exactly?
Hey, just a courier friend. Nothing funny like. A soldier named Ortiz hired me to find you, if I could, and deliver this message. Couldn't tell you. The client paid extra for complete confidentiality and prompt delivery. As a reminder, we don't offer return to sender service unless you pay double plus expediting charges. Until next time.
Ugh, ain't heard from Ortiz in months. When we get back to the ship, let's give this a watch.
Ok. J'aime beaucoup ces effets là. C'est fort beau. Attendez. C'est beau, c'est beau. Je crois à Disneyland. Pas une photo. Oh là! C'est Disney.
Do Auntie's Choice operatives develop an immunity to cacophony such as this? Or are they simply fond of constant mild torture?
Non, d'accord, hein, la cacophonie là.
Report to reception in the head office tower for details on this exciting.
You there? Yes,
On
you.
peut l'appeler comme ça.
Recognize your kind
Je trouve
anywhere.
que ça va bien
You're
avec.
one of those folks that eats food, and I've got just the sort of grub you've been missing.
Oui.
You feeling famished?
Marchand de
peckish,
produits
hoggish,
comestibles.
malnourished, audacious, voracious, rapacious, avaricious, predacious, or even just plain hungry?
Mes oreilles.
I've got you covered.
Just shut the
The
fuck
best way
up.
to stop a tummy from rumbling is to cram it painfully full of foodish and food-like items.
Ah,
Sporting match as
mon
much as
Dieu,
all
quoi.
of you face rank and
Ah,
file.
l'aide.
The big rip cut off tossball news from the home, but
Feeling queasy? See, made by the finest of Auntie's apothecaries, using the most cutting edge of voluntary tuss subjects. Half the time, our life-saving medicaments work all the time. You'll need to see Dr. Armbruster for that, I'm afraid. Just up those stairs yonder. Excellent.
Par contre, cette zone ressemble de fou au vaisseau du 1.
Think you dropped something?
that won't put posteriors in the seats. A blood sport without blood sounds like red ink to Auntie.
Oh, hey, think you dropped something? Yeah, you dropped something. Word to the wise. Mind your personal effects, intellectual assets, and major organs at all times. Plenty of opportunists here, eager to take you for all you're worth. You're lucky I found this, thing you dropped. Get me?
Braves mercenaires non conformistes, nous, les cadres intermédiaires de revendication incontestée, en avons plus qu'assez d'être ignorés. Nous avons l'intention de passer à l'action, ou du moins de sous-traiter la dite action à un prestataire compétent. Nous vous invitons à l'entrepôt arrière sponsorisé par Stodgy Slim, comme je suis tenu de le rappeler, pour discuter de cette incroyable opportunité commerciale qui profitera mutuellement à nos deux parties. Parcimonieusement vôtre, cadre intermédiaire Tombly.
Afraid I'm not being paid to talk to you at present.
On ira à l'étage après.
Need anything? Why, it's only the most popular drink in Arcadia, and you can only get it here at the bottom runger. Don't ask what's in it. Even I don't know. Lowest price.
I'm sorry, but I'm quite busy at the moment. There are a half-dozen sinks left to clean this shift, as well as one thoroughly formidable latrine, and I... Wait. How terribly rude of me! It's you! You're the one who talked me down from my horrible course at the N-Ray range on Golden Ridge. That would be for a multitude of reasons, not the least of which is because I am an archivist no more. You see, I meditated on your words, and on the events that led me to strapping myself to an explosive threatening to kill us both. Something had to change. I realized that the tremendous question, that of controlling the universe's uncertainty, was too tremendous to pursue. So I sought an environment I could control. Attempting to better humanity nearly turned me into a mass murderer. The possibility of being overwhelmed by my neuroses is too terrifying to risk again. Intelligence is a powerful thing, and not all wield it responsibly. I am more content here than I ever was as a brilliant scientist. And the fact that I live to learn this is thanks only to you. I shall always be in your debt. Avail yourself of my restroom at your leisure. I'll clean up whatever mess you make with pluck.
Regardez comme il est tout droit.
The Russian. Welcome to the bottom runger. Exclusive home of the Raptidon Bite. That's what everyone, and I do mean everyone, wants to know. No, friend. I finally caught N-rays in a bottle with this one. Not sharing the secret of our success with anyone. However, you are welcome to sample a few and attempt to discern the ingredients for yourself. Not tending bar right now, but my employee here can see to Mayor Day.
Early adopter at
It's the burning sensation on everyone's tongue and upper GI tract. The Raptidon bite. Exclusively at the bottom runger. We put the toxic in intoxication.
Oh, ça continue par là. C'est grand, hein, tout ça. C'est fort grand. Il y a un petit marché là, c'est très sympa. Hein. C'est très sympa tout ça. Hein. Tais-toi, 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 tais-toi. Oh, c'est des échantillons gratuits. On aime les échantillons gratuits.
Hey, go-getter. Look, I'll be direct. We've had our eye on you for some time. Practically a minute all told. And I can tell you're the very thing we're looking for. You possess the sort of rugged, nonconformist, individualist nature that our listeners identify with. Or believe they do anyway. From the meekest flunky to the most milquetoast myrmidon, why, friend, you're everything they want to be. There's two things I desperately require. Realism, authenticity. Sure, some might say they're the same thing, but I use both to highlight emphatic weight. We're working on a brand new set of advertisements and need your exact kind of distinct perspective. Of course it pays. Not amazingly, sure, but it's a rare chance to make something true and real that speaks to people and that possesses a certain cachet, right? Listen, you've got the stuff that can't be faked. Our listeners are sophisticated. They can see right through anything less than 110% genuine. Step inside. I'll introduce you to our main creative type, Mitt Tarkenton. Why, the things he does with words you wouldn't believe. He'll tell you how we do things, how we sell product. Then you provide your expertise, lend your maverick perspective to help him come up with how. All it requires is you be yourself, unabashedly. Then get paid for it. Head into our recording facility when you're ready. Mitt will be in one of the studios. I'll be right along.
D'accord. C'est là. Il y a encore des samples. Merci. Aussi des samples. Plein de samples.
Try one of Auntie's Choice tobacco-laden products, and you'll say it's addicting.
Look at you rocketing up the corporate ladder.
Oh, il y a trop de recoins dans ce vaisseau. Alors, c'est pas trop en vrai, mais... Incroyable. Le jeu est plus fourni que ce que je pensais. C'est un bon point. Pour ce Tower Wars 2.
We market the most miscellaneous miscellany on the ACS undisputed claim. Feast your up.
Genre, on peut avoir des animaux en plus. Oh.
Chewing is for chumps and injecting is for... Step on up and pick your poison or your healthy poison alternative. Just name your...
Pour l'instant, j'achète rien. J'achèterai s'il y a un succès. Normalement, il y a un succès de rien acheter. Que je n'aurais pas, mais on fait gaffe quand même au cas où. Oh waouh, le drone. Bon, bah on est bon pour le studio d'enregistrement. On t'avait pas tout ça, hein.
Go on. Head on back to the studio. Mitt will be waiting.
And I'm back. No autographs, I'm afraid. Not outside of special appearances. Normally I would, but my agent would space me.
Yes? Can I help you? Ah, you appear like a rugged sort. Let me guess. Thessaly sent you.
That I did. This is Mitt Tarkington, advertising copywriter extraordinaire. Mitt, this is our maverick outsider. They've heard the pitch and agreed.
Charmed. Yes, well, dive right in, shall we? To begin, allow me to share a bit on how we shape ideas. Part the veil about this magical art we call advertising. We're selling dreams of a better life, a better you, connection, and ease from aches, sorrows, and worry. The product is immaterial. We do have one. I'd need to look it up, though. A little background first to frame your thinking. There are 4 personality types we appeal to when writing advertisement copy.
I'm like you.
I'm who you want to be.
I, who have cultivated a persona as a sarcastic doubter, am not normally into things. So you really ought to listen to me about this.
And I just hate that thing that never happens, yet absolutely could.
Any other general questions before we get started?
All right. I'll ask a few questions about your singular way of looking at things. Then, translate your unique perspective into lines for the ad. Now, first question. How can we best understand those like you? Any insight on your kind of unique perspective? All right. Now, I'll reinterpret your response into a line for the ad. Something like, calling all free thinkers. Next question. How do we best illustrate credibility? Say, through something you know, or hate. Right. Maybe everyone knows you know your stuff, because you tell them, constantly. What's an aspirational goal for those who identify with you? Okay, perfect. How about you don't accept second place? Last question. What do you desire most out of life? And I should mention we have a little leeway to fine-tune the product offering. Have just the thing. Now available in purely chemical form. 100% artificial. What nature nurtured, we improved. The only cyst ride you don't need to chew vigorously.
Le graillon.
Oh, don't want to hear it played back? No worries. You'll hear it on the wireless soon enough. Let me get you your stipend. Fine work. Hope to collaborate with you again.
Calling all free thinkers. Everyone knows you know your stuff. Because you tell them. Constantly. You don't accept second place. That's why we've updated our premier cyst rides just for you. Anti-Cleo and Pal's deep-fried cysty bits. Now available in purely chemical form. 100% artificial. What nature nurtured, we improved. The only cyst ride you don't need to chew vigorously.
C'était rigolo.
Takes all sorts.
Maintenant.
Horse comestible purple berry product samples.
Allons par là.
From our nutritious tobacco line.
When you told colleagues over drinks at the bottom runner that I was, quote, long in the tooth and short on ideas, then you agonized for weeks that your
Il y a des papiers d'alu dans les toilettes. Il y a trop de porc.
Whatever management's paying you, worth it.
And if you haven't heard your name yet, breathe easy. This demotion's report. Until next time, everybody do your job, and there will be a
Sorry, time
Working
is
hard or
bits
hardly
is time,
working?
or art.
That's rhetorical.
From pop
Which
guns
do you reckon
to
they
self-propelled
ever read the Middle
cannons,
Manager
I have
Handbook?
whatever size
Really shores
weaponry
up the
you
foundation
need
of
to
your
make all
fundamentals.
your problems past tense.
What's the big idea?
Me fous une. Mais autant voir ça beaucoup. Cette vibe steampunk. Bon, lui il est apprivoisé donc ça va. Tu es gentil? Tu es gentil.
Keep making us money, friend.
Well, welcome, future repeat customer. I can tell just by looking at you that you'll be back again and again. Ready to make a purchase? Because you have the kind of face folks just love to shoot at. They can't seem to help themselves. They just want to put a bullet in you. And don't take it personal now. It's a compliment if it's anything. So, you game to see my wares?
Il a dit que j'avais une tête à claque.
I've got armor in all shapes and sizes and for all occasions. Though I'm guessing you get shot at more than occasionally.
Non, c'est bon, arrête de dire que je suis moche là. Mais. Ouais, c'est fort ça. Diminuer ça. Avec ce que j'ai comme arme dans les mains là. Incroyable.
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment? Then you need a good set of armor before someone's...
You have the look of someone with murderous intent, but no munitions to make it happen. Let's fix that for you. You name it, we got it. I got your locks, I got your stocks, I've even got both your beautifully smoking barrels.
Fusil de chasse marketing tire des drones publicitaires. C'est drôle.
From pop guns to self-propelled... cannons, I have whatever size weaponry you need to make all your problems past tense.
Stop that scrounging around.
Oula.
This must be where the head offices are. Whew, it's all right. Stand up tall and act like you
I see you decided to accept my invitation. Good. I do hate having to follow up. Ordinarily, reception here would detain you in a whole song and dance, but you're no common contractor. You're my honored guest. And as such, I've informed them there's no need. I wanted to formalize my gratitude for your assistance on Greater Tranquility Station. What a shame our negotiations were so violently digressed. We were making progress, bumpy though it was. While making our expeditious retreat from the station, Alden and I encountered a dying man, one of the Order radicals in league with our would-be assassin DeVries. He confessed DeVries' entire plan, and that he thought you must have stopped her. Thanks for that, by the way. 2 dead delegates really would have impeded negotiations. In fact, that is what I summoned you here to discuss. Some messages have indeed been sent hither and thither through back channels. Alden remains convinced an agreement can be reached, and I concur. Mayhaps we're both overly optimistic, but if there's even the remotest chance of bringing the Order and Auntie's Choice together, the profit from doing so far outweighs the risk. To begin, you'll need to gain favor with both the Order and Auntie's Choice. I expect the Order will want you to, I don't know, clap some chalkboard erasers together or something. Do whatever you must to earn an audience with our respective leaders and convince each to agree to meet and continue the negotiations. You're confident, of fine quality, at certain occupational tiers. But mind that you're not overconfident. Auntie hates grandstanding. Obviously, you will need help to smooth over any points of contention during the negotiation, which will require some verbal finesse, but worry about that step upon reaching it. Capital! As I mentioned before, you'll first need to earn an audience with the presiding bishop and our very own chief executive before this plan can go ahead. When it comes to the order, approach their laureates. They seem to run things. On our side, work with the VPs, improve their opinion of you, and gain their trust. Oh, and you might see about improving your oratory skills in the meantime. Persuasive rhetoric will certainly be valuable during the upcoming negotiations. Certainly. Aren't you adorable? Next, you'll be asking me to name a time I overcame adversity in the workplace. What is anyone apart from the function they perform? To wit, I am my job, and I rather think such an esteemed position speaks for itself. If price matters, there's the bottom runger. Dingy little watering hole on the esplanade. Not glamorous, but you won't contract anything fatal from the drinks there. Probably. But for a person of means and taste, the best choice is undeniably the finest gin mill on board. They tried to name a drink after me once, you know, but I refused. Too gauche. You'll find the best choice in the upper portion of the promenade. Oh, answering that would come dangerously close to upward communication, which is not something we advocate in Auntie's Choice. Wouldn't want the junior ranks getting the idea that they can review or, law forbid, critique their seniors. Suffice to say, Auntie Cleo is without peer, quite literally. This corporation would be adrift without her as our steady bellwether.
Eh ben, elle avait beaucoup à dire.
Gray outsider. Hello, daring self-determinist, stalwart seeker of self-betterment, or rapacious rogue of corporatism. Welcome to Auntie's Choice Esteemed Invaluable Disposable Agent Program. As in Ida, your assignments will be some of the most decisive and admirable tasks that Auntie's Choice has to offer. Idas help explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of our beloved corporation. And with enough rugged determinism, you might even live to see the results. Please don't interrupt or I'll lose my place. So, daring rapscallion, you are making a choice to grab destiny and make it your own. A choice to be Auntie's Choice. Now, if you'll just exit through to your left, 2 of our top 29 vice presidents are waiting to speak with you. And remember, Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack offers our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets in one convenient package for an additional price.
Ils ont écrit pain PEIN. Comment ça? À quel moment? Le pain?
Well, wonderful to meet you. C.F. Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration. It's not every day we have such a capable operative accept our invitation to the undisputed claim. While it was those ill-fated peace talks that got you here, I've kept tabs on you for a good long time.
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several times now. Ursula Ormsby, Proprietary Insight Acquisition. You'll report to both of us. For now.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to Auntie's Choice. We need someone not shaped by Auntie's meritocracy. It serves its function, but our workers tend to focus on rung climbing. We need an individualist who sees unorthodox solutions. A daring, non-conforming perturbation ameliorator to implement our monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
More succinctly, we are recruiting an expert outside consultant.
Wonderful! This is the kind of wily adventure in self-determinism you will absolutely not regret. Your first assignment demonstrates some of the very qualities we need. Something unexpected, or in truth, unprecedented, has happened at one of our repackaging facilities on Praetor.
If I understand correctly, they're having something of a workforce issue. Don't know rightly what you call it. Workers are, well, asking for things. Strange. They've stopped working. The workers there simply stopped.
They expressed, and I know this is going to sound more than a bit strange, dissatisfaction. And they said they won't return to work unless things at the plant improve.
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees have a right to demand anything of their employers. And what, pray tell, has them so aggrieved?
Dear law, what a bunch of devious, ungrateful, greedy little prigs! After all the opportunities Auntie's given them to repay us like this? I'm so disappointed.
So what do you suggest we do about such an utterly unheard of situation? It is absolutely imperative that we get those people back to work, whatever it takes.
Wonderful.
Tuez-les tous. Une réponse, c'était tuez-les tous.
And mediate an end to this lunacy, which gets those ingrates back to work.
I have zero doubt Auntie and I will be completely impressed by your efforts. Unless you disappoint, in which case I will disavow that statement.
J'ai un affect tout particulier avec le premier Outer World. Mais je trouve qu'il y a certains aspects, comme là, le truc avec la grève et tout, qui sont vraiment très, très Outer World dans Outer World 2. Il y a des éléments où on en avait eu que des textes, des bribes sur le 1 finalement. On n'a pas vraiment eu à gérer une grève, je crois, de souvenirs, par exemple. Il y a eu 2-3 employés qu'on a dû remettre au travail, je crois. Mais ouais, ça complète bien, quoi. J'ai pas accès, très bien. Ok.
Knock off the funny business.
Il y avait un moment où j'étais pas détectée. Hein. Disons que par exemple, là, voir les bureaux de Auntie Cléo, tout ça, ça complète de fou. Ça étoffe l'univers qu'on connaissait déjà, quoi. Oui, l'autre ascenseur que j'avais vu. Il était à gauche, là. Non. Bref, c'est positif. J'ai accès à des trucs. Oh. On va, mais on y va.
Yes, may I help you somehow? Likely by reminding you that this is not the entrance for unwashed service plebes. Please go tell your manager to fire you. Then follow proper protocols, or we'll find other vendors to patronize. Oh, really? You think that you belong in our lounge, dressed like that? 3 sisty pigs in a trench coat would have a better shot at getting in than you do right now. The owner tasked me with maintaining the posh allure of the best choice, and you are hardly the kind of inestimable personage that would be proper to admit.
Bah super.
A significant contribution to my post-Boniface retirement fund.
Let's not get swindled out of our hard-earned bits, huh? We'll find another way in.
My, but aren't you a charmer? Clearly, there's more to you than the way you dress. Very well. I'll grant entry for the normal luminary rate. Thank you very much for your very valuable patronage. It is our dearest hope that you have a lucrative and luxurious visit to the best choice.
I'm just like you. Until next time, look for me in the Platinum Executive Skybox above the line of scrummage. Anti-Cleos was specifically founded to fight what nature inflicts, to offer
Ça va pas coûter si cher finalement.
higher quality pharmaceuticals designed
Ostentatious. I expect perpetual inebriation is the only way
You seem like a
anti-servants
go-getter.
remain sane.
Let's consume lunch sometime.
the first of many rivals. But that original goal
Carte d'accès de Willard.
Oh, look at this one.
Everyone has their little hunch about which new product line will sell the most, but I say you need to ask the common bottom runger consumer. Don't you agree?
Oh, see? They're letting in anyone now.
Ah. Quelle est cette tenue?
Oh, don't we all? Well,
Pourquoi pas, hein?
since you're here.
Pourquoi pas? Ah mais il y a une suite à la tenue. Il y a une suite. Willard, on l'a déjà croisé, Willard? Willard, comment? Conan. Et là, ah mais les autres gens aussi sont habillés avec cette tenue. D'accord. J'ai même pas remarqué. Bon bah on n'a pas de Willard. Hein. Tout ça pour ça. Bon au moins j'ai accès. Oh l'autre elle a voulu courir dans l'ascenseur. C'était un peu drôle. Oh, on va pouvoir quitter ce bazar. Très bruyant. Mais n'empêche qu'on n'a toujours pas accès à ça là. Oh. Oh, arrête de crier. How am I supposed to go there? Il y a l'ascenseur quand même? Ah, je regarde si Willard c'est un de ceux-là là. Sans brûler. Il y a des égouts, bah je crois. Attends, j'ai peut-être pas vu, peut-être il y a une suite là. Vice-président Conan, personnage autorisé. Que nous dit la quête? Sous l'ascenseur du bureau de conformité au marché. C'est pas le bureau de conformité. Bureau de conformité. Il y a un autre ascenseur? Ah oui, là. Parfait. Parfait. Mais il y a tellement de cartes et d'ascenseurs et de trucs. J'aime bien, j'aime bien. J'aime bien. J'aime bien. C'est ça. Oh, dans tous les jeux, une fois que t'as joué un Souls, tu fais ça. T'envoies l'ascenseur puis tu regardes. Tellement. Ah.
I am primed to punish. Prepare for absolute.
C'est bas. Tristan, il est si fort, moi. Il est trop fort, Tristan.
Let's get you healed. Out of sight and on the way. Someone call for a medic.
Oh, pardon, je meurs. Pas eu le temps de me mute. Le décès était total. C'est honteux. C'est l'arme, elle dégage des fumées toxiques. Ah, je viens de voler 1 milliard de trucs. J'avais pas vu que c'était du vol. Bon, là, j'avais vu. Bah, ça s'est bien passé, hein. Ça s'est très bien passé, hein. Ça, c'est fait. Oh! Attends, on peut faire ça. Mais ça sert à rien. Comment ça? Mais alors c'est à... C'est le soir, c'est pas à 15h, Crimson. Oh! Let's go. Attends, c'est plutôt un truc comme 23h. À reconfirmer, mais... Avec un VPN, ok. Donc c'est 23h. D'ailleurs, c'était une sortie sur le même fuseau pour tout le monde, donc... C'est juste que notre 23h, c'est leur 15h. Ça changera rien, en gros. Tu pourras pas accéder en avance, à mon sens. Tac... En faisant comme ça, ouais, voilà. On va gagner un peu du temps. Pas compliqué, hein. Mon embargo à titre perso, elle est... Je vais vous dire ça. Voilà. Moi, je peux vous streamer le jeu à partir du 19 à 22h. Voilà. Après, à partir de ce soir, vous aurez les reviews. Vous n'aurez pas les let's play, tout ça. Mais les reviews seront dispo à partir de ce soir. Voilà. J'ai le jeu, mais je l'ai pas encore lancé. Oh, la manette, elle veut pas. Je vous attends pour le lancer.
Them wraps all taken care of yet?
De quoi, Mini? Ah ok, il y a quelqu'un qui a lancé... oui, bon, ça, les gens sont pas très malins. Si vous saviez, le manque de professionnalisme de beaucoup de chaînes Twitch et YouTube. Ils doivent se battre, les éditeurs. Hein, parce que les gens savent pas lire. Ils savent pas lire 3 lignes. Donc, bref. Même des fois... Récemment, il y a quelqu'un, j'ai vu, il a posté tout un... En fait, quand on fait un event, où on peut tester un jeu, on nous fournit en plus du b-roll, ça s'appelle. Du b-roll, c'est du gameplay brut qu'on peut réutiliser pour nos contenus, mais qu'on est censé modifier. C'est-à-dire on est censé découper, on n'est pas censé le mettre tel quel. Bah la personne en question a remis tel quel le b-roll, par exemple. Et c'est tout le temps comme ça. Et a raconté n'importe quoi d'ailleurs sur ce b-roll. Alors...
All good news to me, friend. Anything happens down there is not my responsibility. I have ceased all manner of worry and fret. Here's the unagreed upon amount that constitutes your fee.
C'est une bonne nouvelle ça, petit citron. C'est plutôt une bonne nouvelle. Ok. Il me semble... Attends, il s'appelle comment lui? Il me semble que pour l'instant j'ai pas accès à autre chose sur cette zone et qu'on peut partir pour Prétor. Je revérifie là-bas. Juste.
Arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Client intake.
On va prendre 2 minutes et on va aller sur Prétor. Ah! C'est bien ce que je pensais. Donc on va pas aller sur Prétor, parce qu'on va aller là et là. Donc pause. Go box, 25 non 250 250 3000. Comment ça va sinon? Box. Ça se passe? Et Fofi, c'en est où Lies of P? Ah, Mini, trop fort, trop fort. Donc oui, on vient de voir que finalement, on pouvait aller aux autres endroits. Let's go. Nous revoilà dans les méandres d'Antis Cléo. Allons-y.
Acumen, I might appear above the occasional frivolity, but no,
On peut pas sauter dans le tramway.
spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The big risk
C'est ça, Mini.
off tossball news from home.
Et il est automatique.
But our arcade-grown league is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the Protectorate's watered-down rip-off. Pitchball, they call it.
J'aimerais tellement que la voix du haut-parleur se taise. Bonjour. Bonjour. Mais attends, c'est déjà l'endroit où on est allé, ça? Oh non, c'est pas le même endroit.
Have a profitable day.
Ah si, c'est juste plus loin. Oh lol, trop drôle. Ok. J'ai. Allons plus loin alors encore. Toujours plus loin. Toujours plus haut. Toujours plus fort. C'est plus encore plein, t'es sûr d'y être passé.
Heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Auntie's choice, we strive to be 110%
Statique, Tristan.
wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle.
Ah, j'en peux plus des haut-parleurs d'ado. Et même pas à la longue. À la minute où elle a commencé à parler.
Consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's choice.
Oh, c'est là où il y a la rébellion. Allons-y. Bonjour.
Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? Really shores up the foundation of your fundamentals.
Have a profitable day.
C'est moins la joie par ici, semblerait.
You look unfortified. Getting enough emulsifiers in your diet?
I done falled off the corporate ladder.
Il n'y a plus le haut-parleur, mais oui, on revit. Vraiment, hein. Ah. Finalement.
Looky here.
Vous pouvez pas me parler.
I see you got her message. Glad you followed up. Now, the question is, are you just here to work an angle, or are you moved by our plight? When the brass sets an impossible deadline, who do you think everybody on the floor gets mad at?
Ghostbuster. Ah non, c'est pas ça.
Trials run late because some lab tech melted. Who catches upstairs? Iron. See, us in middle management, we get none of the credit, all of the blame. Catch hell coming and going, with nary a promotion or raise in sight. Well, we've had it. We pulled our funds to hire a maverick outsider like yourself to collect useful information on 3 local persons of interest to help us climb the ladder. First person is Melquiades Alcantara, proprietor of the Bottom Runger. Came up with this new drink, the Raptidon Bite. Everyone's dying to try it. We want the secret recipe.
Hola.
The second is an unnamed individual. Shows up at the Esplanade every day with a mop and an armed escort. What's his story? What does he know?
And why is he always waving at everybody? And smiling, too.
Head back here when you're done with them two. The third target we'll talk about after. Sort of a controversial figure around here. Consider him a concern for later. Anything else? Wonderful! See everybody? Things are looking up already.
Wonderful.
Upper middle management, here we come.
Ok, nous voilà munis d'une nouvelle quête. Putain, ça me fait penser qu'il faut pas que j'oublie de mettre la rediff de la game d'hier sur Marathon. Il faut que j'y pense. Alors, hop, ici. Salut Roxy! Est-ce que tu as eu l'occasion de tester leur lit de Solasta? Il me semble que ça t'intéressait. Et quel est ton retour dessus? C'est l'opéra. Ah, un moment clé. Sophie. Un tournant. Oh, c'est avec l'arme du boss de cette zone que j'ai fait tout le reste du jeu. Voilà.
While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond
Moi,
to what...
Roxy, je coupe parce que sinon on va jamais s'entendre. J'ai été un peu déçue par cet early. Je t'avoue que je suis un peu triste d'ailleurs qu'ils aient adopté le modèle d'early pour Solasta 2. Mais c'est peut-être pas eux qu'on choisit, c'est peut-être l'éditeur. Ça m'a un peu... pas le genre de jeu sur lequel j'ai envie de jouer en version early comme ça. Et il y avait des choses où finalement c'était acquis sur le 1 et là t'as l'impression de revenir un peu en arrière. Un peu... et puis ce côté dans les villes, t'as une caisse tous les 100 mètres et puis il y a rien dedans et 3 bouts de ficelle. les bouquins que tu peux pas lire parce qu'il n'y a pas encore les textes, des trucs comme ça. Il y a plein de trucs qui finalement leur lit, je trouve, dessert un peu ce que sera probablement le final, qui sera probablement bien puisque le 1 était bien. Un peu déçu. C'était eu le même ressenti du coup. Ah, on n'est pas allé à l'étage 6? Oh, je crois que j'avais gardé les tâches pour après. Oui.
Ever miss a limited time offer and working hard or hardly working? That's rhetorical.
As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public protest.
Step right up for the most
Sorry.
exorbitant
Time's bits.
medical
Business
care.
time.
Money. We cure all physical ails. Most at least. Well, there are a lot, I guess. We cure some physical ails. That sounds all right, right? No, but the medicament merchant right downstairs can set you up. I just do hands-on repairs.
Je comprends, Acti.
Don't keep out of harm's way. I have a family.
Ah ouais, moi j'étais un peu en mode ah, j'avais envie de faire let's play, mais finalement le jeu
Sorry, time is bits.
n'est là qu'en partie pour l'instant. Et que l'acte 1.
Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? Really shores up the foundation of the fundamentals.
Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of
Ah, ça traverse. Très bien. Très bien. Très bien, très bien. Alors. La recette de l'autre fou, là.
Attention any and all new getters on my payroll.
Yes, you! I recognize
Qui m'a dit Viva?
You're one of those folks that eats stew, and I've got just the sort of grub you've been missing.
Giles Rasmussen, demoted from his unnamed and clearly unimportant position within experimental
Il n'y a pas de mec sur l'esplanade.
Welcome to your new role as Site Sanitation Manager, Doc.
Oh mon dieu! Ouais, faut que je baisse le son, c'est pas possible. Oh! À l'aide! On arrive par là, bam bam. Il me faut le... Oh, je peux plus, hein. Je peux plus le son. Je peux plus, c'est là.
Avail yourself of my restroom at your leisure. I'll clean up whatever mess you make with aplomb.
Colleagues over drinks at the bottom runner that I was, quote, long in the tooth and short on ideas. Then you agonized for weeks that your comment might get back to me. Anxiety gnawing at your guts. Good news.
Bah, je suis détectée de partout.
Intake greeting specialist will be far less stressful. And if you haven't heard your name yet, breathe easy. That's it for this demotions report. Until next time.
Les deux tiers, je dirais. Arrêtez.
Get you something? Yeah, all the yelling. Could listen to that all day, every day. Actually, I have. That'd be Melquiades. Afraid he stepped away to his office. He's around the corner to the right, just past the stairs. Likely find him whipping up a fresh batch of Raptidon Bite cocktails. Won't do it in front of me. If I did, I certainly wouldn't share it with the likes of you. Stuff sells hand over fist. Think the boss would share that with me? I'm just a lowly factotum around here. I mean, I actually been concocting my own cocktail creations in my odd-off hour. I'm very creative, but, you know, he don't care.
Dommage que j'ai pas le trait psychopathe.
In fact, I have. I once made a drink called Death by Purpleberry and Ulcer-Uranium Poisoning. Very high concept. Only a select clientele would appreciate it. Fleetingly.
Très bien.
More's the...
Moi, si je tue tout le monde, il n'y a pas de témoin, on est d'accord. Pas faux. Non, mais il m'a dit l'escalier, mais l'escalier, c'est le médecin. Donc c'est cet escalier, puis à gauche. Mais à gauche, c'est juste... Ah, cet escalier? Pareil. C'est pareil. Oh là, quand on va quitter cet endroit, nos oreilles vont revivre. Oh, c'est là le mec qui balaie.
Hey! Didn't you hear me growl in a discouraging manner? The first testee ain't to be disturbed.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm gonna, converserate a little. Just wait over there for me or something.
As you wish. Retreating to hover at a respectful distance.
Sorry, they get a mite carried away most times. Oh, that. Yeah. Wish they wouldn't say that. Ain't accustomed to fancy titles. Don't mind them. They're here to make sure nothing happens. To me, that is. On account of being a close personal friend of Auntie Cleo. It's all a bit much, to be honest. But I guess it's like Auntie always says. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing completely. Ah, she don't go by that no more. Guess I'm still not used to calling her Auntie. Auntie. There, maybe that'll do it. Anyhow, probably shouldn't just mull about here engaging in idle talk. She saw me, she'd probably chide me for being overly friendly with everyone, like she used to.
Enough of that. You ain't idling, you're networking, expanding business opportunities. That's my go-to line anyway.
Oh, guess I was at that, huh? Thanks. Like your arm, by the way. Mine are just boring metal.
Oh, it saves me from small talk, mostly. Ain't many folk who aren't put off by the limb and avoid me entirely, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I've known her since back when I had all my appendages. Imagine me going to a saloon or something. Why, you might come too, even, to chit-chat. Well, I reckon I could do that. With you, I mean. Hey, stay here, will you? Me and my new friend here, we're just going over there, to the bottom rung to talk.
Staying put, but keeping alert as if our jobs and or lives depended on it. Fob off!
Knock off the funny business.
Allons-y.
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're literally giving them away!
You can do both. Feeling motivated? Certainly you are. Now, step up to the line of scrummage and let's bludgeon the competition. See you at center field. Always remember, commercialism.
Right, so how does this all work exactly? They bring you a drink, and then people just converserate? Oh, right, and I'd add that big talk is for big people who matter. So we don't talk about work matters or our day. Okay then. What other sort of stuff you want to talk about? The weather, maybe? Oh, Felicity. Felicity Carroll. Dr. Felicity Carroll, eventually. So guess she's Dr. Auntie Cleo now, technically? If that's how that works? She came to be lead scientist of research and development at Numa Experimental Station. I knew her when she was just Felicity, back in the good old days, when the company still did, human testing first, instead of just letting stuff willy-nilly out into the wild like now. I was her best test subject. Guess that's why them guards call me the first testee. Hadn't occurred to me before. Auntie must have come up with it.
Oula.
Sure was determined. I'll tell you what. Made her own healing grease in a rusty old can of
C'est un
Spacer's
robot,
Try.
non?
Got one of them entry science jobs at Auntie Cleo. You know, the corporation. Not the person. Was a whole different person back then, if you can believe it. Started scaling the corporate ladder right quick. Weren't too long before she left the colony completely. Sure, I guess. To I mean, Auntie.
Jean Turker-Tyler, 6th base person for the Anti-Cleo's Darlings. I cleaved Spacer's chosen
Oh, you got me reminiscing something fierce. Did I mention she and I shared an expired chum bar once? Good times.
Wait, you mean to say Auntie's eaten expired rations? And shared them? Wow, she's just like us.
Maybe I can remember other important things like that. I'll sure try. You know, this is nice. Talking like this is much better than when the other person just ambles off like they never heard you.
Attention valued employees. Auntie here to frighten
All I know is one day, Felicity said she was up for a promotion to be Auntie. Said it was an idea that went through every generation or some such. Auntie, she told me once she needed to climb to the top no matter what. But that she was real sorry about the people she had to step on to get there, though. Huh. You know what? You might have the right of it. I never thought of it like that before. It just made me sad because she was so sad. Well, you know, I haven't talked to her for, going on 40 years or thereabouts, I think. But, you know, we were real tight when we were nubbins. When she approved my request for this role, I got a letter from her that said, dictated but not read at the end. Like she was talking right to me. Or at me, maybe.
is responsible for a 28% increase in our entire
You know, you're probably right. Sometimes thought it might be good to hear from her more, but I guess she's real busy. That might be all I want to talk about. The rest makes me, you ever have this empty falling feel? You know, in your chest? Like that, I guess. I don't know, would hate to be rude. You come out with me and all. Oh, okay. Sure, we can keep on, you know, converserating. Just a bit, right? Well, what about?
Oh, dommage. 9.
I don't like to say much about that. I had to. For her. I only did it one time ever. I swear. I've never been good at lying. Just did it that once. The last day I saw Felicity. Auntie. I was going to turn her in, but she was there. Felicity. She was all crying. Told me all the bad stuff she did. Needed somebody to say she weren't a bad person. So I said it. And now I wonder a lot if I am the bad person on account of that lie.
We allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a
So, maybe I'm not good, but I'm less bad? Less bad is pretty good, I reckon. A less bad person might not need to feel bad a lot. Thanks. Well, guess I should get back to work. Important job and all. You know what? I haven't felt this springy inside since Fel and I worked the garbage pile in Argos. Like, less bad. Maybe good even.
Vabbè. Donc. Oh, mais c'était pas vrai ça.
You look unfortified. Getting enough
You're here from
emulsifiers in your
Melquiades
diet.
Alcantara. Afraid you're a mite bit late.
Ah. Ah.
Investigator Yoshida, Department of Excessive Corporate Malfeasance.
Il est mort.
Did you know the deceased? Seems like you're not the only one. Were you aware if you had any business rivals, any disgruntled employees? Deals gone sour? Are you asking the questions now? Thought this worked the other way. Just like on that show, Corporate Fixers for Hire. You're just like Rico Sockdolager in real life. Who does that make me? If you're after the recipe, you probably want to ask around at the bottom runger. Someone there might know who'd kill Melquiades for it. We mostly just make sure no one's sloppy enough to get caught. If they do, we throw the book at them. And it's a large book. Leaves quite a mark. Of course we have laws. Anyone breaks a few in a flagrant or particularly inept fashion, they need to be held accountable, or everyone's bottom line suffers. Go on. You're clear to saunter freely. But remember, taste more and feel less with Auntie Fizzo's Num Rum.
Bon bah le mec est mort, il me donnera pas la recette. Il est mort.
Look who's back. I know one. Valo Andrews, owner of the Best Choice. Wasn't too keen on our success. Melquiades said she's meaner than a bag of Raptidons. I'll miss his wit. The only way I'd ever make it in that place is crawling through a vent. Some of us have pride. Till next.
So knowing you persist, well fortified by our products. So strive, survive.
From pop guns to self-propelled cannons,
C'est là, hein?
whatever size weapon you need to make all your problems past 10.
Parce que c'est l'autre.
This is Auntie Cleo, offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically bred consultants who labor with committing to a side. An artificial life is a life that's sweeter. Live a life that's sweeter with Auntie's Choice.
What are you doing back here? No one's allowed. Who left that door unlocked? What are you even doing in my bar? Someone will be fired over this. Then, once they reach the nadir of their sorrows, rehired, only that I may fire them again. And I don't know what you think you're seeing here, but ignore all this. Why, yes. Yes, I am. Not sure I appreciate your insinuating tone there. It's a Raptidon bite, a unique concoction devised by Melquiades Alcantara, who was simply my dearest friend. Or was. I procured its recipe from him before his unfortunate passing, and before you ask, yes, I have receipts for everything. Here you are, one lightly bloody, slightly less secret recipe. Time for you to blunder out the way you blundered in.
But I'll have no truck with the ambition deficient. Respected support. Spare me no gumption, and I promise we will all thrive.
Liquidate
Voilà. Pardon. Pardon que j'ai sauvegardé. Je le ferai plus. Bon, j'ai la recette au moins. Mais cette porte, c'est qui encore? Oui, là, je sais pas. Il y a du temps, hein?
I'll have you know my panhandling license is completely up to date.
Hey, everybody, look who it is. All finished?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't make the drink or didn't make... Oh, I see.
Less we know about all that, the better. But I knew you'd effectuate effectually. Right? Wasn't I just saying? Knew he was connected. What'd you find out? He tell you any secrets about Auntie?
Or inspiring stories about her career ascent. You know, that might act as encouragement to them like us, presently stagnating in our position of paid employee. Whoa! Just like normal people.
That's real relatable. I mean, we all done that, right? But I just never thought she would. 'Cause she's Auntie, you know?
Yeah, like she could eat a bar right out of the paste obtruder, the freshest and least natural it's ever gonna be.
Learn anything more? Huh. A rumor had it she was one of the Schuyler line, old money family, type who looked down at anybody who worked for a living. Never seemed like her. I got a whole lot of insightful observations like that, you know.
Wait, there's been more than one Auntie Cleo? Explains a lot, now that I think about it. Like how she ain't a few hundred years old. Huh.
What else? Can't even imagine possessing that degree of marketing acumen.
You could just tell people how to think and do things. Like to not constantly yell at you all the time for only just doing your job.
Those details were highly motivating, both personally and professionally. Real roadmap to success kind of thing.
Diverges greatly from events depicted in Auntie the Musical, the all-singing adaptation of Auntie's life story, which we've all, of course, watched 9 times.
Here, for your trouble, from all of us. Now, about that last person of interest. There's a former Spacer's Choice VIP in the brig. We tried talking to him, you know, to see if he had any useful dirt, but he's kind of mean.
Full of scathing invective.
Belittling, one might say. But, you know, tough sort like you might have an easier go of it. Nah, they got him set up like in olden times. They let everybody walk up and holler at him, throw produce and such. Whatever that is. You know, we all been chewed out pretty fiercely before. Kind of a regular occurrence, really. But I swear, I ain't never...
I still have nightmares. Sometimes I think I hear his voice, and I start to run.
Uh-huh. Likewise. Future generations will tell cautionary bedtime stories about that day. Oh, that sounded very take charge. Have to remember that. Okay. We'll make sure you've got authorization to the brig when you arrive. May you effectuate effectually toward the agreed-upon goal state. That's the middle manager handbook again. Real take-charge stuff.
Est-ce que ça va être celui du premier jeu? Et finalement, on va avoir bien visité cette zone, hein. L'air de rien. Oups, j'ai pas cliqué.
Tramicular, arriving any moment now. Live, laugh, purchase, and consume with Auntie's Choice.
Il manque quand même ces 3 trucs-là.
As your peerless leader, known for her unparalleled business acumen
tell the difference between cover and concealment? You need a good set of armor.
Ok, lui c'est juste direct. Attends, j'ai un doute. Ah oui, voilà. Donc ça, on y allait, et ça, ok. Parfait.
Ah, wonderful.
Welcome to The Brig by Corporate Compliance. Please do not taunt the prisoners. Thank you.
On va bientôt quitter cette zone. Ça fait quand même 1h30 qu'on nous casse les oreilles. C'est dur, hein?
I know what I said, and I meant what I said. Visitors to the brig are required to taunt the prisoners, at least to the best of their abilities. We hope you've deeply enjoyed your visit to the brig.
Oh là! Il a vrillé celui-là, c'est Mida.
Come to jeer at a fallen old rival like all the rest. Swear I heard from everybody else in this rickety tub. So far, I am decidedly unimpressed. Been some sorely lackluster heckling from your colleagues. Clever as barbs weren't clever enough by half. Not expecting much, but go ahead. Try your worst. Let's hear it. That was almost all right. Better than most. Pretty so-so. Got anything else?
Ça, j'ai pas.
And proud of it, too. Why waste bits on something of higher quality and pricier when it'll just wear out eventually? Might as well buy something cheap. You are clear on the concept here, right? You're meant to insult me, not just spout things that are true. Loses a little sting if I agree with everything. Anyhow, you done yet? Or you got more? Then, haha, I see where you're going. I should issue the sternest possible reprimand to myself, right? All right, that was reasonably tolerable. Pretty average work, all told. Better than anyone else here, sure, but they exist only to thoroughly define the bottom of the barrel. You're fair to middling. Wait, you didn't come here for the express purpose of ridicule and castigation? Well, certainly embraced it, though. Respect the flexibility and commitment. So, all right, I give up. What do you want? By that measure, everyone outside Auntie's choice would be interesting. And trust me, nobody's an inkling as captivating as I am. Look, I appreciate the attention and all, but does any of this benefit me? Because otherwise, you might as well just jeer away. Appreciate the directness. A simple transaction. None of this self-determinism claptrap. Just two people haggling out a deal. Name's Himanshu Tegulapalli, regional brand manager for Tau Ceti, Spacer's Choice. Auntie has it in for all of us former reps, but me in particular. Been humiliating Spacer's Choice every chance she gets. You seen those display images mocking the Moon Man, dressed up like a baby? Petty stuff. Being completely one-sided. Till now. You bet. I want my turn. Figured I earned it. I mean, look at me. I taped a particularly scathing diatribe earlier. Patch it into the PA system. Let me have my say. The PA system controls are in the back room at client intake. Had it all worked out earlier, before I got caught. The audio cartridge is in an evidence locker in the room behind that desk.
Bet if you just ask the guard over there nicely for access, she'd open it right up for you. Wonderful. That broadcast is gonna be the finest verbal rebuke of my career. Though I should mention, while you're on this ship, Auntie's Choice has a few products what might improve your odor, looks, and breath. Sorry. Couldn't help myself.
Welcome to... What is it? Well, you'd probably pay me to remotely unlock it. And or ask me in a remarkably debonair fashion. All right. I see that door behind me. It's suddenly somehow been left mysteriously unlocked. Pleasure doing business at you.
What? You forget what... Get going.
Pardon, pardon. Ensuite, il faut aller... là.
Tronicular. Arriving any moment now. Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship things, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide...
Oh, ça va faire du bien. Vas-y.
Attention all employees of this poor excuse for corporate plundership. This ill-conceived, off-brand take on an oligarchy. Say what you will of Spacer's Choice and the other corporations, but none of us ever put big ideas in your heads. Yes, our workers were beaten down by a rigged system and lack of mobility, but no hope is better than false hope. Right? I swear, everybody in this company thinks they're going to be somebody someday. It ain't gonna happen. Auntie Cleo's marketing you a bunch of wishful thinking who...
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down?
Il a dit Tau Ceti?
Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jean Turner-Tyler, sixth base person for the Auntie Cleo's darlings.
From pop guns
Can't
to
tell the
self-propelled
difference between
cannons,
cover and
I have
concealment?
whatever size
Then
weaponry
you need a
to
good
make all
set
your
of armor
problems
before
past
someone
10.
succeeds in ventilating.
Grinning face. I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's Choice, darling! We won! Hostile takeover this! Right back at you. I'm Auntie Cleo, and I endorse this message.
Nice work. A sterling performance by both of us. I've been waiting to give everybody here a piece of my mind for some time now. You've heard about the Spacer's Choice and Auntie Cleo merger, I'm sure. But things went down a little differently than Auntie makes out around here. Auntie was attempting a hostile takeover, but we outplayed her. Voted her and her execs out.
Oui, Tau
We
Ceti.
shipped Auntie and all her diehard followers out to Tau Ceti as an example.
C'est drôle.
After Earth went dark, Auntie was technically the senior ranking executive in Tau Ceti, and she used that to take over the colony. But everything she's been doing
Oh,
since has
putain.
been quasi-legal at best, including her being CEO of Auntie's Choice. With Earth being dark, no one has proof to call her on it. This little ruse of hers will collapse and she'll be exposed for every corporation to see. Then, law willing, she'll be executed for treason against a legitimate corporation. If I were Auntie, and thankfully I'm not, I'd say she's betting if she takes over Arcadia, she can prevent all that from happening. Success here leading to success there and such. What I had to say was more important. People here needed to hear how bad they've been bamboozled by that self-determinism claptrap. The rest is going to come out eventually anyway. After that, we can all go back to exploiting each other honestly. No thanks. Once Spacer's Choice is back in control, I'll be running this place in no time.
Le crossover avec Tossetti. Tout appartient au même univers en fait. Hein? Ok. Bon, du coup, il nous reste ce qui est dans l'ascenseur de la tour où il y a un petit Cléo, quoi.
Hey, mister, any bits to spare?
Any update on the man in the Moon Man mask? Heard the announcement, assume that was your doing.
Mm-hmm.
Wait! What?
What? But Auntie said the last message that arrived from Earth was the board putting her in charge. Guess that does sound rather convenient.
Wait, this is bad. Knowing this is not good. This sort of dirt gets a person killed. This may call for an executive decision.
What does the middle manager handbook say to do at a time like this?
Says here, unfinished business leaves one undone. Trim loose ends before everything comes unraveled. Well, that sounds rather dire, you know, contextually. What do all of you think? Are you feeling reassured here? Not sure I am.
I was, but now your lack of certitude has got me starting to worry. That's exactly what the corporate assassins in the Aetherwave serials say before they terminate someone. In an indifferent display of artful treachery.
Simmer down now. That was just a fictional representation despite being realistically well-researched. I'm reasonably sure it's wholly inapplicable to our present circumstances. We accept your terms. Consider this final payment for services rendered. Never speak about this to anyone.
Oh.
We really shouldn't be seen together.
Working hard? Or hardly working?
Please,
that's rhetorical.
Ok, bon, cette fois-ci, j'ai fini ce que j'avais à faire ici, je pense. Ouais. Donc, pour retourner ici et changer de planète.
Commander, over here.
Oui, ah, c'est vrai qu'elle a son message.
Commander, wanted to chat with you about the cartridge that courier gave us. Ain't heard from Ortiz in, might well have been a year at this point. That's how it goes when you've fallen behind, and the others got no choice but to keep moving. If he's spending his hard-earned bits to contact me now, there must be a real good reason. Would you watch the message with me? Suppose I am. He's a good friend of mine, or at least he was. I missed him. But I weren't under any presumptions that our friendship would last the moment our unit was dissolved, or we otherwise parted ways. If something's wrong, I ain't in any position to fix it. True. Thanks, Commander. Would you do the honors and get it going?
Mm-hmm.
Inez, it's Ortiz. Look, I ain't got long. Neither for this message nor for life. I made a mistake. I signed up to get grafted, but it's gone wrong. Should have known when I got to the lab that something was off. It was a secret, they said. We couldn't tell no one. And now my blood's infected and I'm as good as dead. Well, I just wanted to be like you. Throw myself at the problem, wrestle it down. But I should have listened when they told me about how your graft hurt you. How it failed you. I should have reached out sooner. Maybe things would have been different. Please, find that lab on Cloister. It's in an ice cave, but I ain't sure where exactly. They hid it good. Whatever you do in this, stop them. Don't let them do this to anyone else. Please.
Commander, I ain't sure what to make of Ortiz's message. He's dying. If it's as he says, I ain't got a choice. I gotta find that lab and put a stop to things. Will you help me? Thank you, Commander. Now we just need to find those ice caves on Cloister. We keep our lamps lit, we ought to find the lab without much of a fuss. I hope.
Alors attendez, tac. Let's go.
Commander, a
Oui.
moment of your time, if you
Oui,
would. Commander,
allons-y.
I'm glad I managed to intercept you before we left. There's something of utmost importance I wish to discuss. Relax, Commander. You are not under my authority to judge. Though if you were, that phrase alone would have certainly seen you hauled off to mental refreshment. I received a message from a close friend of mine, Virgil. He was my co-protege under the Supreme Arbiter. His message claimed he had information relevant to the Supreme Arbiter's death. He wishes to meet with me at the Vox Relay on Paradise Island. I did not mention it before, but believe it may be necessary to avoid shocking you later. Our greatest suspect in the death of the Supreme Arbiter is the Protectorate's consul. Very good. I hope we shall see him at your earliest convenience. I feel this shall most certainly set our investigation into motion.
À la station Relais Vox? Genre sur Eden, du coup. Ouais, c'est ça. Lol. Allons-y, allons-y.
Let us make our way to Paradise Island at once.
Ici, du coup.
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly in the hopes that you will comply with his request and come with me peaceably.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao? I sent the message that drew you here. Virgil shall not arrive to aid your decision-making.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now, I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal.
I'm somewhat embarrassed to acknowledge that, in my haste to see Virgil, I seem to have led us into a trap. Though ironically, it appears Virgil has been caught as well.
This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even for one of the Consul's own.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender, and perhaps you may yet live.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you. Both Arbiter Rao and Arbiter Montag were explicitly requested to return to Praetor by the Consul, alongside all other Arbiters some months ago. Refusal without reason is treasonous.
And I'm sure that if we went, we would have been returned whole, neither interrogated nor mentally refreshed. As if your master's nefarious agenda would allow that.
I've no inkling of what you speak. My only master is the Protectorate. My only agenda, the return of peace throughout Arcadia.
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the Consul's summons.
Oh là là, c'est que des mensonges, j'aime pas ça. Ça, c'est presque pas un mensonge.
You don't look like a scientist.
I'm sure you've heard the rumors that our foodstuffs have been 2% less nutritious than in the past. We seek to rectify this most worrisome factoid.
I see. It would appear I misjudged this situation after all. I must reinterpret my orders. Accosting you illegally and the subsequent punishment would be mortifying.
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed. We spare him. His master gains another tool to cover up the Supreme Arbiter's death.
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties, after I apprehended you.
This is all clearly a tactic on the Consul's behalf. By sending out his agents, he seeks to deflect suspicion from himself. That is, if our compatriot here speaks true.
What must you think of me, or my fellow Sentinels, that you'd even suggest I'd lie to Arbiters? I'm not the one positing scurrilous accusations about our beloved Consul. But you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation. I cannot speak to its purpose, only that it is strange and worthy of investigation.
Or it is yet another falsity, intended to draw us close before snapping our necks.
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the Consul sends my way, and if there is a minuscule chance that this Sentinel speaks true, we must investigate.
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another. If you had not interrupted me, I would have committed a terrible injustice upon my brethren. If I am to be punished for my failing, I will suffer the consequences head high. I will take my leave of the lot of you, and in peace. It is my sincere hope that circumstances are as you claim, lest we be forced to meet again.
I shall follow him out, just to certify he intends to act as he speaks.
Il le dit à voix haute.
That's done with. He left peaceably, as he said, though I have my doubts for how long.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the death.
I'll spare you my doubts for the umpteenth time, Tristan. I just hope the risk is worthwhile.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus collating post. Let us do just that. I regret we've not had more time to talk, Virgil. It has been ages.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished your investigation. I have several leads of my own to pursue, as a matter of fact. Until our paths cross again, my friend.
Ok. Vous le savez sûrement déjà, mais la centrale électrique Skycutter a cessé de fonctionner il y a quelques temps, mais nous avons bon espoir d'en reprendre le contrôle. Il nous est impossible d'estimer quand il sera possible de la réactiver. Malheureusement, cela signifie qu'il sera difficile de compter en permanence sur nos défenses automécaniques. De plus, ces procédures de transfert de données risquent de subir des interruptions à cause des fluctuations périodiques d'énergie. Il est crucial que toutes les données en attente, corrompues ou non, soient téléchargées vers la station relais pour être transmises et récupérées. On avait vu ça? J'espère que tout se passe bien à la station relais. Tu fais la fierté du protectorat. À mon avis, c'est ce qui m'a manqué pour convaincre... parce que c'est le seul gars qu'on a dû tuer en boss, celui-là. J'ai passé une liste de sujets sortant de rafraîchissement psychologique. Ton nom faisait partie des diplômés, bien sûr. Cécile Iver-Corbin. C'est un nom populaire, mais pas à ce point. J'imagine que des félicitations s'imposent. Transmets notre reconnaissance à Montelli. Je vous écris sachant que j'ai déjà perdu tout votre respect et votre clémence. Je vous en prie, épargnez Westport. Déchaînez sur moi votre juste colère. Si tel est votre souhait, je servirai d'exemple. Mais n'imposez pas à mon peuple de souffrir pour mes échecs et les conséquences qui s'en suivront immanquablement. Ouais, à mon avis, ça, c'est ce qui m'a manqué pour convaincre l'autre gars. Ouais, parce qu'on est passé par là. Et on n'est jamais allé ici. Et oui. Tout à fait. Alors qu'on aurait pu. On aurait pu. Ok. Ok, bah on va faire une petite pause et on va aller faire cette mission. Et... ma foi... Allez. Hop. On est tout bon.
Let's try this again, Rao. Auntie is bringing the free market to Arcadia. The free market is what a...
C'est pas avec ces détours qu'on va finir le jeu, hein.
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. What places?
Oh, wow.
These security measures should not be operational. And the station seems to be on reserve power. We'd best tread carefully. Let us proceed with due haste.
Avant le lancement de nouveaux postes d'écoute, j'ai entendu certains maugréer que cet avant-poste pouvait à présent se passer de la présence de ces consciencieux gardiens, et qu'il ferait peu de temps avant que nous soyons nous-mêmes remplacés par des systèmes automatisés, avant d'être envoyés servir le protectorat ailleurs. Ne laissez pas ces rumeurs vous faire succomber à la paresse. Assurez-vous de répliquer les données que l'on vous a demandé de traiter. Ce qui est innocent aujourd'hui peut être insurrectionnel demain. Il y avait un truc là? Mais oui, il y a un truc quand je suis là quand même. Ouais. Bizarre.
Well, no one is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses. We'd best first report to security ops. Lift this lockdown. From there, we can set about reactivating the station's primary power, which will allow us to explore unhindered. Is that a footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here.
Yeah. Déclaration des notes et des gruages à moitié effacés se chevauchent sans aucun ordre apparent sur ce tableau noir. Il est difficile de discerner une phrase lisible et encore moins utile.
My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Unlocking it may be a creative endeavor.
On va voir, j'avais des trucs pas loot ici. Ah, c'est au-dessus. Ok. You've gone.
Good effort lifting the lockdown. We may now reactivate the station in the reactor room.
On fait des cadeaux, hein? Moi aussi. Oh. C'est très mauvais signe tout ça.
The reactor activation circuits shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look. Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a sprat gnaw on this? Sweet sovereign, what a mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any security alerts. Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place.
Ça va bien.
Proceeding to attack.
Ouais, c'était sûr ça.
Mitigating the threat, locking them down.
Mobility interrupted.
Bah ouais, ça fait grand. Et toi?
Be wary for anything that may be a clue as to the. I cannot say I have had to search for a hidden switch in a protectorate holding before.
Pas changé d'armure depuis le début du jeu.
It could be rather small and well hidden.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, I think I've spotted it.
Yeah.
Look there at the valve beside this. There.
Passcode is limber. No. Let's try amulet. No. Wingtip. No. Sovereign's gavel. I should remember this. Damn it. Ambergris can't be it. That's too short for a facility like this. Wait. Oh, no.
Of the strategies of feigning innocence I have seen, this is certainly the most pathetic. I accuse you of trespassing upon the private domain of the Sovereign. For these crimes... Wait, I know you? Luther Okada? What in blazes are you doing here? And why do you wear a Sub Rosa uniform?
Because I work for Sub Rosa? More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao. Mostly because I'm not supposed to, but also because I can't remember.
Okada is, or was, a petty troublemaker, though a crafty one. As cadets, Virgil and I apprehended him often. Sometimes Virgil let him go, but he usually went to mental refreshment.
Often enough to know the technicians by name. Until I forgot them again.
This truly is no ploy. But mental refreshment is supposed to return wayward subjects to the proper path, not cause whatever this is. Despite his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. Duty dictates that I must execute him. That's a wise path. One that shall give me time to contemplate what must be done.
An arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds, yet I remain alive? Didn't think that was possible. I was sent here to do a specific job, but some of the details are hazy. Gives me conniptions. I was hired by an anonymous third party. They provided me with the station's location and credentials to bypass its defenses. May have tripped a few on my way here. Can't recall. I was told the station was abandoned, which it clearly isn't, and to break into this terminal and delete the information on it. That is all I know. Well, I'm surprised too. This used to be second nature. Now I'm nothing.
Ignorance does not excuse criminal action. Even if you did not know the severity of this infiltration, it remains a deadly serious infraction.
He and the other one must have put me away close to 12 times each. I used to be something of a ne'er-do-well.
Ne'er-do-well is a polite term. He was a repeat malefactor. I believe last time we met, He'd vandalized a janitorial automech in an attempt to make it spew profanity.
I got 18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
That's interesting, but it must be false. Sub Rosa is a large organization. Whoever asked for Okada must have wanted him specifically. But why?
I didn't used to be like this. I can still sneak with the best of them. Not being able to remember doesn't make me any worse as an agent. It doesn't.
Any of my fellow arbiters would have killed you before this conversation began. But I can't decide whether to disdain or pity you. I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not. My duty dictates it. Killing Okada may not affect the one who hired him, but his trespass is an indelible fact. He should not be here. That doesn't mean anything. An arbiter cannot trespass. And even if I could, I still act with the Protectorate's best interests in mind. Not out of some base self-interest. Were the situation different, perhaps I could look the other way. But Okada has clearly defected, and is thus not afforded such a luxury. I am familiar with the concept, but in the Protectorate, intent matters little. Manslaughter still results in death. Sedition can happen unconsciously, just as it may consciously. There is a difference. A murderer's family is imprisoned, whereas they are not in the case of incidental death. But I do suppose the perpetrator's punishment does not change. Though this is hardly the place for a discussion about Protectorate law, I do at least see your point. It is fortunate you have gained my trust, or I would not bend to one who had not. Justice must serve a purpose. Okada may live, and I hope we shan't regret it. Be gone. You've been granted your final stay of execution. Should our paths ever cross again, you know what will occur.
I didn't think this would happen. Thank you, Cadet Rao. My apologies for all the strife I caused over the years. And you, without you, I would have been reduced to my composite parts. Here, take these. I suppose you'll have more use for them than I, in my present state.
Okay.
The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal, I believe I know the answer. It is contained in a phrase the Supreme Arbiter drilled into our heads for many years. An arbiter's gavel is judgment, and an arbiter's scalpel is analysis. Try entering that.
Alors. Le présent message a pour but de vous communiquer une estimation des pertes subies récemment par mes arbitres. Au cours de la dernière année de combat, nous avons perdu plusieurs milliers de représentants de l'élite d'Arcadia, soit 2 fois plus que l'ensemble des 2 premières années de notre combat commun. Chaque sujet que les ennemis du protectorat nous ont pris a été vengé au centuple. Cependant, les morts continuent de s'amonceler. Je sais que la douleur que j'éprouve n'est qu'une fraction de ce que vous ressentez devant les pertes de votre peuple, comme je sais que vous devez certainement avoir un plan pour nous délivrer de nos nombreux ennemis. J'attends urgemment vos ordres, tout comme je les ai attendus chaque jour de ces 3 dernières années. Le consul a demandé à me voir dans mes quartiers sur Praetor. Ses intentions exactes sont incertaines, mais il ne fait aucun doute qu'il entend justifier de façon douteuse son dernier stratagème en date. C'est comme s'il avait le don de savoir quand j'ai plus à faire et que j'ai le moins envie de le voir. L'exécution des exempliers capturés qu'il a diffusés était barbare. Ne s'agissait-il pas autrefois de nos frères et sœurs? N'aurait-il pas au moins pu les interroger, les briser, peut-être en inciter quelques-uns à réintégrer le protectorat? C'est une brute pour qui la violence est la seule solution à tous les problèmes, mais je sais que ce serait une erreur d'ignorer une telle demande. L'un de mes élèves pourrait sans doute assumer mes fonctions durant mon absence temporaire. Ce serait un apprentissage des plus utiles. Je n'aurais jamais imaginé qu'il serait nécessaire de retourner à cet endroit après son automatisation. Le souverain nous a assuré que la direction centrale n'était pas en danger. Cependant, comme nous l'avons vu à Golden Ridge, lors du retrait total de nos forces il y a de cela quelques mois, ce que nous considérions comme acquis est aussi évanescent que de la poussière cosmique. Ceci sera mon bureau secondaire. Il est imminemment déshonorable de d'étaler comme un insecte, mais si on me tue, je n'ose imaginer ce qu'il advienne de mes arbitres. Il a été sage d'empêcher la démolition de cette pièce lors de la réorganisation. Si seulement je pouvais convaincre le souverain d'utiliser de la même sagesse lorsqu'il fait incarcérer mes arbitres. Mais je ferais mieux de garder de telles pensées ici où personne n'aura l'idée de fouiller. Je peux seulement espérer que le cours de la guerre change, et ce sans tarder. Mes élèves progressent à un rythme tolérable. Dernière expérience, congé sans supervision d'une semaine sur Bastion. 37 arrestations au total, 6 exécutions. Les appareils d'écoute ont surpris Virgile en train de dire que la moustache du consul ressemblait à un verre à pain. Son manque de tact n'ayant déçu, il devra recevoir une réprimande sérieuse. Il devrait avoir plus de jugeote que cela, sachant que n'importe qui pourrait l'entendre. Ce n'est pas le seul qui aurait besoin de discipline. La colère de Tristan est contrôlée, son sens de l'observation remarquable, mais dans les situations de stress, il passe à côté des détails. Il doit apprendre à mieux se maîtriser. Virgile, quant à lui, garde son sang-froid en toutes circonstances, mais il manque de sévérité. Il aurait dû y avoir au moins 12 exécutions cette semaine, mais Virgile a rechigné chaque fois que personne n'était là pour l'épouler. Il faudrait un peu de la trempe de Tristan, tandis que Tristan bénéficierait de la maîtrise de soi de Virgile. Ils sont devenus très amis, j'espère que cela ne les limitera pas lorsqu'il sera temps pour eux de faire leurs preuves.
From that terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme Arbiter had some sort of business with the Consul. To what end, I wonder? The tone of her response seemed relaxed, but I do not believe she would have met with the Consul unless she had no other choice. And that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the Consul. But the Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa. I couldn't imagine the Consul pinning his duties on someone so clearly out of sorts as our recently departed friend. Besides, he has his own agents. Well, at least we found what we needed on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I only hope whatever awaits us at Central Control is less tumultuous. As for Okada, I'm not sure what to think. My decision to allow him to go free was at odds with all I have been taught. He was a traitor and should have died. Yet, I cannot help but feel strangely justified. But he was acting against the Protectorate, even if he didn't know it. How can I act as an arbiter of justice if I allow a traitor a reprieve? To me, there cannot be. That is, there isn't. That's not possible, and I cannot afford to think of it as such. Altogether, I think visiting this station was fruitful for my ultimate task. Hopefully, we'll grow ever closer to discovering the Supreme Arbiter's true killer. And, circumstances aside, I appreciate your accompanying me here, Commander. It means much. Now let us return to the incognito and plan out our next steps.
Allez, hein. On a fini ici, ouais. Marqué du loot mais en hauteur, c'est trop bizarre. Ah, là-dedans. Très étrange. Ah, on peut monter là. Il y a bien un truc en hauteur. Hmm. Bizarre, bizarre. Naya. Bon bah écoutez. Allons-y. Pas de drame. Oula. Oui.
It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there, once you've sufficiently prepared. Excellent. I look forward to it.
Niveau 18, trop bien. Alors c'est le moment où j'essaie d'avoir mes 3 discrétions là un peu. Même si je dois continuer de monter le reste. Allez. Ah, durée d'interaction du vol à tir. C'est pas mal ça, passionne Marc. Intimidant peut être bien, parce qu'il y a eu plusieurs fois on a eu besoin de ça. J'ai un peu envie de prendre intimidant. Pour le côté discussion quoi. Oh là là, regardez ça. C'est beau. Tout beau là comme ça. Hein. Très très beau. Ok. Alors attendez, parce que du coup en termes d'épisode, je pense que c'est pas mal que je fasse ma coupure d'épisode ici. Clairement. Au final on a fait toute la station plus ça. Ça me semble bien.